Okay. Okay. Just going live a little bit early to make sure everything's set up nicely. Looks like you guys can see my field of view. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello. Not sure if anybody's here yet and can tell me. Let's make sure we're more centered. All right, that's good. Maybe a little bit more like that. Okay, cool. All right, well, yeah, just going to be kind of making sure everything's okay. I don't think I need to turn up the light at all. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, not sure if anybody's here, that's okay. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Today, we are unboxing this giant thing from Dragonsteel. It is the Words of Radiance signed and numbered leatherbound tier. This is not including any add-ons that were purchased. The tiers were shipped out first, and then the add-ons are going to be shipped out, I don't know, in the next couple of months, hopefully before DSNX in December, but honestly not really sure. It depends on how fast they get through the signed and numbered tier. I know they were going through this first because they were trying to get rid of as much stock as possible from the warehouse. Yeah, first of all, I really want to talk about this box because it's actually super cool. I know it's kind of upside down and backwards for you guys, but it says Dragonsteel on it, and it's got their logo. But not just that, on the bottom, it says, that's upside down. Oh, this is really heavy, guys. There we go. These words are accepted. There you go. And then the edge of the box is actually made up of the Knights Radiant Order symbols and just some really cool Nouveau design. Dragonsteel has really got into the Art Nouveau, and frankly, I love it because I really like Art Nouveau. But let's go ahead and open this up and see exactly kind of what experience you would get if you got the signed and numbered all-in tier, or even just the signed all-in tier. The only difference is that you wouldn't have a number in your book. You guys will get to see what number I get at the same time as me. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out everything, and then we'll kind of open everything up. Right here, I am betting that this is probably the backer pack. We'll open that up. This is the sticker that everybody was kind of talking about, a packaging sticker of the Dragonsteel Prime logo. We got this whole Dragonsteel box. I'm wondering if this is Secret Project 5. Wouldn't be Secret Project 5. I think this is Dragonsteel Prime. In the fancy new binding, we have the books, Words of Radiance, numbered, leatherbound. Put that right there. And then packaging, always useful for me because I can reuse it for stuff. And then we've got this. This is going to be the Radiant Order packs in a really nifty box with some foiled symbols all on it. You got the Roshar symbol. You got the Knights Radiant symbols on both sides so that you have all 10. Pretty cool. All right. Let's go ahead and open the backer pack first, since it's the smallest. I'm pretty sure it's the backer pack. I don't know what else it could be. You will figure this out with me. Okay, we're nice and taped up. So we'll go ahead and untape this. I have seen a couple photos of what is included in the backer pack on top of, the mock-ups that were shared during the project. Go ahead and open this up. I'm not sure if this is supposed to slide out. Maybe it is. I think I have to undo the sticker on both sides because right now it's just kind of unfolding. Kind of want to open it up in the intended way, just because presentation. Okay, yeah, all right. So it does slide out. That's a lot of fun. I feel like it could have been stuck in here a little bit better so that it wasn't overwhelming the box, but it's okay. All right, take some of these things out. I'm going to talk about first. Man, I really like their epic bookmarks. I think they're a lot of fun. I think these are a great way of doing usable art. So we've got Shalon for Words of Radiance, obviously. This is for the 10-year anniversary. We've got the Lightweaver symbol there and book 2 of the Stormlight Archive. And on the back, we've got new artwork from Howard Lyon. Some of you may have seen this that he shared. This is when they're leaving the war camps in the Shattered Plains. You've got Dalinar on Gallant. You've got Navani. You've got some various Bridge 4 members. Looks like that's probably Teft right down here. I mean, could be Teft, not sure. I'm pretty sure this is Bridge 4. They got spears and everything. You've got Shalon on this little horse. And then you've got Adolin on Sureblood on the white horse and in his armor. Very beautiful piece of work. Howard Lyon is honestly amazing. And then on the back, we've got, on the front, by Magali Villeneuve is the one who did the Shalon art. I'm sorry if I messed up your first or even last name. Vespasian. I don't know how to say your name, but hi, welcome to the chat. This is it. This is as far as we've gotten. I've just taken everything out of the big box, and I'm kind of going through everything just a little bit. Small stuff first. So we started with backer pack. In here, we've also got a new card deck that I adore the cover art for. We're just going to go ahead and open it. Right now, I am not that person who leaves their card deck sealed. I like to play with them. I like to use them. Ooh, I already really like this. So this is the playing cards, and it says Axes the Collector's deck of Radiant Spren. Axes is in an interlude. If I remember right, he's an Amian of some, pretty sure an Amian. The closing sticker, if you can see it at all, sorry, the reflection is supposed to be Syl, the closing sticker up here. The back is just really beautiful design. Could be Spren, gemstones, stormlight clouds in the corners. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a very nice, almost linen texture stock with foiled embossed into it. You got Dragonsteel on one edge, and then on the other edge you've got Stormlight playing cards produced and distributed by Dragonsteel, illustrations by Kudriakin, I think is what that says. And then on the bottom you've just got the basic information of kudriakin.card.co to find more of their stuff. And just the basic information that you have to have at the bottom of a card deck. We are going to open this up as carefully as possible. This is always the hard part. I never quite know what is the best way to open these because they have this sticker enclosing them, and then I worry about it destroying the card. Yeah, Vespa. Okay, we'll just go with Vespa. I recognized your user or your profile picture. from the Discord. Yes, the art is all absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping that if I can just peel off the Sill sticker on the box very gently. Trying to... Okay, this is going all right so far. Of course, as soon as I say that, it's probably going to rip. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, guys, this might work. We're leaving a little bit of residue behind, but if this works, it's going to be worth it. I understand that this is what card decks do, is they have these sticker enclosures. Frankly, it kind of drives me nuts because it makes this really hard to open a deck of cards, but haha, did it. Hi, Alex. Riggs. Welcome to the video. Thank you. I quite enjoy my bookshelves as well. I appreciate that. Got the sticker off. I will try. Let me try kind of. Can you guys hear me okay? Like, is this fine where I'm at? See if you can see her outline. It's supposed to be Sill. You can just barely see her. But we will go ahead and keep that little sticker to the side. Okay, brilliant. I think I have the gain up high enough. So I was pretty sure you could hear me, but just needed to double check that. All right, let's go ahead and open up this box. Ooh, I really like this paper that is being used, this cardstock that's being used for the box. Oh, these are fun already. Okay, so as with most of their decks, we get 2 kind of sketch cards. So we've got Cal here with Sill. Did you put that loading emoji in? Don't be rude. And then we've got, oh, okay. And then on this side, we've got Shalon and Pattern. And then on the back, we've got Yasna and Ivory. I love these sketches. These are fun. And then on the back of Kaladin's card, we've got axes. You can actually see axes in the notes that he puts on his skin. But then a nice list of who is on which face card, as well as which spren is on which number. So for the kings, we've got Stormfather with Dalinar, King of Heart. Queen of Heart is Night Watcher with Cultivation. Jack of Hearts is the sibling with Navani. King of Spades is Ink Spren. Queen of Spades is Cryptic. Jack of Spades is High Spren. King of Diamonds is Cultivation Spren. Queen of Diamonds is Honor Spren. Jack of Diamonds is Miss Spren. King of Clubs. Yeah, I see you there, Vespa. Good try. King of Clubs is Peak Spren. Queen of Clubs is Reacher. And Jack of Clubs is Ash Spren. So you've got the 9 orders, Sprens, as the clubs, jacks, the clubs, diamonds, and spades. And then you have all of the bondsmith Spren, which the Night Watcher is not bonded yet, but she is a bondsmith Spren. And so then you have the bondsmith Spren as the hearts face cards. Then we'll talk real quick. These jokers are so cool. So you've got Maya and I don't know. Okay, so let's go with here's Maya. So Lopen won't have a card in this deck. I don't remember if he's in the Stormlight playing cards from Way of Kings. I can't remember who's in that. But I don't know. I think he is. I think he's in the Way of Kings Stormlight card deck. So you got Maya in her sword form and her cognitive realm form. And then I think this is supposed to be... I don't know. Okay, I need you guys to tell me what this is. I thought at first it was going to be a singer, but it's not a singer. And so then I thought maybe an unmade, but I don't... The only unmade that I know of that's associated with crystals would be or gemstones would be the Thrill, but the Thrill was in a perfect the King's Drop. Hi Crunchy. So far we've only looked at the Epic Bookmark, and we've started looking at the card deck a little bit. So I'm going to move on from that. I'm going to come back to this card because I need to figure out what this is. Okay, so the aces in all suits are Windspren. So you have Windspren here. And you can kind of see them. So they're little sketches around the symbol. All the twos are Gravitation Spren. And so you can see here they're pulling axes kind of down. And then you can see their shape here in the middle. Threes are Flame Spren. Yeah, so it looks like they're all the same. You can see the flames kind of around the card. 4 are Life Spren, which are usually shown as like little green floating orbs. 5 is Concentration Spren, which they showed it as these kind of circles, kind of also similar to floating orbs, but slightly different. Creation Spren, which tend to show up in all sorts of different shapes, depending on what the person is creating. Logic Spren, which seem to appear as these clouds, and so we have a little drawing of axes thinking, just to kind of get the point across. 8 is Joy Spren, which I believe, yeah, are shown as kind of falling leaves. 9 are Bind Spren. And then 10 are Glory Spren, which in the physical world we only see as the glowing golden balls, I'm pretty sure, but in the cognitive realm, they're that full shape where it's actually their head kind of floating away from the body. You got axes down here looking all happy. Okay, so we're going to go through real quick the face cards. So High Spren, really love the purples and the deep blues and the stars for kind of like the buttons on like a double-breasted jacket. That's really cool. And then so their physical realm and their cognitive realm version. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is the Cryptics, Lie Spren, as some people know them. But look at that detail on that head. That is so pretty. And then we have the Ink Spren. And as we know from Ivory, they don't really have a different shape in the physical realm. They're just kind of tiny versions of themselves. Here's what the Ace of Diamonds looks like. Maybe that Joker card is Glit. I think you're right. That could be Gliss. Well done. Good job, Vespa. Okay, and then we've got Mist Spren, which show up as kind of a fractal rainbow, and then they wear their masks and stuff. Because they are made of mist, they kind of wear clothes as if to hold their shape. And then, I wonder who this is. Honor Spren, Syl, totally. Oh, you checked, right? I mean, kudos on the research then. I will take the research. And then, yeah, Cultivation Spren. So this is totally Wendell. I'm loving the Art Nouveau theme. We've got these circles that go throughout. Nouveau uses these kind of larger to smaller circles in a lot of their art. Okay, and then because this is how decks work, they always switch it back around. So kings for clubs is Peak Spren. They look really cool. I'm loving the color on this. And we've got Reachers. Also loving the color on this. I love their little comet form. That is so pretty. Ash Spren with their kind of snarky faces. I love it. I love the way it looks down here for the physical world. Color of her jacket is so cool. And then here's the ace for clubs. And then we've got Dalinar and the Stormfather. You can't quite see the face until you flip it around. And you're like, oh yeah, that's the face. Okay. And then we've got, ooh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to like study these cards. Cultivation and her daughter, the Night Watcher. Hi, Jerica. Love that you're here. Thanks. I'm hoping for a low number 2, but I mean, it is what it is. If I can somehow match my way kings, wouldn't that be insane? But anywho, and then we've got Navani and the Sibling. Feel like we could have done a little bit better than just it being you were through. But man, I love this. Look at Navani. She's freaking awesome. She's amazing. Oh, thanks. Yes, my shelves. I tried very hard to get these all lined up. So I'm quite proud of them. I appreciate you noticing. All things considered, your chance of hitting 500 to 700 today is very high. I have noticed there's been quite... oh, and then Ace of Hearts. Lots of fun. Love these cards. So excited to look at them in more detail on my own time. Yeah, so somebody had an 1122, and actually somebody just a few minutes later posted up 1126, which I thought was really interesting, that we had people who were only 4 numbers apart. It's just kind of cool that way. And just to point out to you, Jerica, when you get your cards, if you got the card pack, you can actually pull off the little sticker if you're very careful. So there you go. And since you missed it, we did cover the Words of Radiance epic bookmark. Yes, all the card art is super cool. I'm excited to look a little bit deeper into it. They're going to be lots of fun. We'll go ahead and open up the coasters. Don't believe I have. I'll have to, whenever they make a third Stormlight card deck, I'll have to put all 3 of the Stormlight decks into one of my card holders. I make card holders as well as card deck holders for people who don't want to like display just, separate cards. But right now we have 2 Mistborn decks, a Cytoverse deck, and 2 Stormlight based decks. So I need them to make a third. Obviously they will. I mean, they probably will. After I get these ones, I'll look. Ooh, I still need to order coasters from you. Coaster case. Oh yeah, the coaster cases. Yeah. Okay, man, this is. Let me see. Okay, I've kind of picked up this corner a little bit. These are really well. There we go. Okay, really well trapped inside of this plastic sheath. I'll be bringing a bunch of the single coaster cases as well as the coaster displays, the 4 set, to Dragonsteel Con, if that's something anybody's interested in. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 sets of coasters in here so that you can do a front. I know Brandon talked about these in one of his live streams, but these are a lot of fun. So you've got creme soda. One sip will have you humming to praise. It's Gem Heart Healthy, the creme de la creme. Proudly bottled in Narak. There you go. I mean, do you guys want me to read off all of the stuff that's in it? I'll probably have to go in a minute for dinner, but I'm glad I could hop on and say hi for a bit. I'm glad you could hop on too, Jerica. I like seeing you around the Discord. I like seeing all you all on the Discord, but Jerica, you're just, I like to give you purple hearts. But do you guys want me to read all the stuff that's like on the coasters, or do you want me to just move on to the next coaster? Looks like okay. Dinner, it's almost my bedtime. All right. It doesn't look like they all have it. So it says, discover the refreshing taste of creme soda. 5 out of 5 of the 5 recommend creme soda for thirsty listeners of all ages. This all-natural beverage is infused with the essential vitamins and minerals your body needs for building a strong gem heart, straight from the Rider of Storms himself. Whichever form you choose, give your friend a healthy home with creme soda. And then here's the back. Yeah, the happiest singer in the world. Drinking creme soda. Just caught up on the stream. So Jelly, I have to wait until Saturday for mine to show up. I have number 85 of Wave King, so I'm hoping for a very low number again. Hey, so that's kind of crazy because sorry, I moved like my whole setup just to make this work, so there's some stuff in the way. Okay, so you're number 85, and I have on both of my books, because I had a friend who was super nice enough to go to have mine signed as one of her signed books at I have number 86. Isn't that crazy? So hello, number neighbor. Yeah, even Riggs was like, hey, wait a second. And so I have here is the other one. So I have them both signed and numbered as number 86. And then hi Strife, welcome as well. RCM024. What is a good name for you to call you in chat? I wish I could get my other signed. Well, if you ever end up at any of his conventions and you can get into any of the signing lines, RC. Okay, we'll call you RC. Bring like either a picture or actually bring your first one as well. And he's more than happy to do that as one of your personalizations. Biz did it for me because I lent her my Yumi because hers hadn't arrived on time to get it signed. So I gave her my Yumi. Yes, I recognize you now. I'm okay. Yeah, hi. I recognize your profile picture now. You guys are actually very far away from me right now, so I apologize. But hi. Okay, moving on to the next coasters. That just got me really excited. I was like, oh, number neighbor. So we've got the Precipice, which was that fancy, you gotta wait out on the balcony until the high storm comes. And it says, for the discerning light eyes who live on the edge. And then on the back side, it has a very comical, the high storm is coming and the wind is blowing them all away. This is great. I may need to make a coaster display that is 8 coasters, so 4x2, so that people can put front and back next to each other. Thoughts on that? You guys are my focus group for tonight, so let me know your thoughts on that. Tired of feeling ordinary? Storm form. Storm form, powerful results, lightning fast, a product of BAM Beverage Co. That's the backside. This is fantastic. Those, and then we have the ornery chull. A cut above the rest. Pictured is king crab. Tastes perfectly treasoned. And then the back says, find your friends at the Ornery Troll, the war camp's prime station for assassination. In feeling down with the crown, enjoy incisive conversation over killer entrees and regicides. Then quench your thirst for vengeance with our coveted brew d'etat. Oh, brother. When you're here, you're crime family. So I think out of these four, my favorite is Stormform. I actually really liked the Chasm Fiend or whatever the one that was kind of more like this in the previous set the best. Purely for the jokes, I think the creme soda one is a great joke, but the drawing from the precipice is fantastic. These are great. I love these. RC saying, I love the idea, but I'm broke right now. Sad. Yes, but the nice thing about what I do, and I'm never pushing anybody to try and buy my stuff, but the nice thing about what I do is that it will be around for probably a long time. So whenever you do, if you do, again, no pressure, but yeah, I will be around making my stuff. Hi, on lunch break, so I can't stick around long, but couldn't pass up the opportunity to wave. Hi, Thomas, that night. We covered the Words of Radiance epic bookmark. Beautiful. We talked about the new Stormlight spread playing cards, and then we went over the coasters and also brought up the potential of an 8 coaster display. Would love your thoughts on that. Everybody here is kind of my focus group tonight as I go over things. We're going to talk about the Dragonsteel Prime pin, which I do know, unfortunately, doesn't fit into the 2-inch by 3-inch pin display that I have for people who want to put their cards up. It is a much taller card. Ooh, it's a very sturdy card, though. I quite like it. But this is a gorgeous pin. Look how beautiful that is. It's like Nouveau stained glass. I love it. This is art done by Jean Guo. I have no idea if I said that correctly. Hopefully I did. Look, I have number 2 of the coin holder from Way of Kings. I love your work. Or was it number 3? Honestly, I don't know. Because I think the first person who ordered 2. So you were probably the second person who ordered. If you were number 3, you were the second person who ordered, but you got the 3rd display because the first person who ordered got 2 of them. Man, that was a nutty day. I don't know if any of you guys have seen some of the interviews that I've done on like Cosmere or 17th Shard, but the first day of selling was just absolutely nuts because like just so many people came in and it was like overwhelming in a really good way. I'm just really excited by how many people were just willing to support, me, kind of just this random person on the internet. But my husband was supposed to be sleeping because he worked that night, and he comes in like an hour early. He's like, I can't sleep, because he was logged into my Shopify so that he could, see what was going on. He's like, you keep getting orders. So he was just as excited. Oh, that was a good day. It's been a great time. Honestly, being able to do all of these displays and just the whole kickoff of the Way of Kings, the Eye of Stormlight display, which I did, if you guys can see it up there, I did a second one just kind of for myself based on the Void chart. There. So the first one was based on the Surge Binding chart, and this one is based on the Void Binding chart. Yeah, Kelstrom Donut, that's my husband. He says it was fun. And yes, RC, it was absolutely crazy. I'm trying to pull this out. I don't think there's actually anything. I think it's just, okay, it is just a nice cardstock that says design coin. Okay, so this is the thing I did know about, and I'm going to have to make a coin just for her, but this coin is so cool. Okay, so the front is literal monster and its design, because at one point Wit says, I am bonded to a literal monster. Strife saying, still need the coin display. I got into collecting after it was already past the license deadline. Yep. There's been a few eBay sales that have gone up. A few kind of auctions through the Collectors Guild Discord. I know some people are considering selling off their second one, but they are just kind of waiting. So this is the other side of the design coin. See how it's like a cryptic head? Hang on. Let me get a better grip on it so that... Isn't that cool? Oh, that's so cool. They made a spinner coin. One person I know put it into their Wit box from the Eye of Stormlight display. And so she sits, just her side of the coin sits in there so they can freely spin the other side of the coin. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm going to have to figure out something special for her. Okay, careful, or I'm going to keep playing with that. All right, we're going to open the Dragonsteel box. Dragonsteel Prime box, and if I am as careful as some other people have been, I should be able to tear this off so that it can join my sticker collection album, which I have made some reusable sticker albums, if anybody's interested in that kind of thing. They are like that. They look like this when they're on the shelf. They are vintage styled albums with reusable sticker pages in them. Aha! Brilliant. I think Dragonsteel has caught on that we like to save our packing stickers. So they've kind of started putting them on top of the masking tape so that they can be saved by people like us who like to save stickers. Let me see here. So this is what they look like. I have also non-reusable sticker pages in here because I like to mess up my own things. But basically, you can take out a reusable sticker sheet from the sleeve. You can put your sticker down wherever you like, but maybe, let's see here. And then I always recommend just kind of like flattening it down. There you go. But maybe you didn't like where it was, so you can just take it off and maybe stick it somewhere else. I'm going to put it on the other side. And then again, I recommend just kind of smoothing it down, applying a little bit of pressure to really make sure there's no air bubbles trapped underneath. There you go. And then while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put the little sill stamp She's not going to want to stay down because she's a foil stamp. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so she's going to have to go on a regular paper somewhere in my album, but she will go into the album at some point, just not right now. So I need to find exactly the right page for her since she will be a permanent stick. Nice. Okay. So that's done. Time to take our first look, well, my first look at the Dragonsteel Prime. I've actually managed to avoid all photos of Dragonsteel Prime. So I'm very excited. I don't think I will be disappointed. This is already looking really nice. So these are made in the similar vein to the Secret Projects with this faux leather binding that takes it just a little bit above a regular hardcover to more of a premium hardcover. Think like the faux leather bounds from like Barnes and Noble. Nice. And this is in perfect condition. I have absolutely no dings, no bumps. Once I hoped this would be the book that made me famous. Today it is but a curiosity. Fortunately, it is an interesting one. That's what it says on the back. Here's the spine, Dragonsteel Prime. And then here's the front. So I'm pretty excited that Way of Kings Prime. I can't point. That one. It's very confusing pointing when it's backwards. Way of Kings Prime is going to be getting a similar rebinding, much like this, so that it'll kind of match this and the Secret Projects. But I'm pretty excited by this. I love that he is willing to share these ones that didn't quite make it. I am a little nervous to read some of these because I know that he's used some of it for his books. And so I worry about reading them and getting, kind of spoilered, but also not quite. So I'm doing a very slow opening of the book to kind of ease the spine. One of the best ways to open any kind of nicer book is you start with the front cover, you open the back cover, and you can just kind of alternate in small sections at a time. This is more for leather bounds with like hubs and the kind of thing because you don't want to crack the spine. But I still try to do this for my nicer books just to be extra sure. This looks like it is glued binding, but it looks like a very solid glue binding. So I'm fairly confident in the quality. And this feels great. This paper feels fantastic. It's not lightweight at all. It's kind of an off-white, just very pretty. Really, really nice. I don't think it's considered faux leather, by the way, just a premium hardcover material. Strife saying, have to hop off and get ready for bed. Happy to have been able to catch a part of this. Thanks for being here, Strife. Have a good night. I feel like they said it was more along the lines of a faux leather. Or at least it's supposed to invoke the feeling of faux leather, because you've also got this kind of texture to it, which reminds me more of leather, as well as some kind of like imperfections in the color. Either way, really pretty. And it's gonna go. Oh dear. I'm gonna need to rearrange my shelves. I will do that later. Okay. Put this to the side. So pretty. All right. So it is getting a little late. I am going to go ahead and open up my leather bounds and see what kind of number I have. Arranging shelves is the fun part. It can be, but I feel like I just did it. Okay, so we're opening up this beast. So it's a box within another box. Woo! I feel like this is probably what they will ship them in. And so the bigger box was more of the just kind of be part of the packaging for the project. Okay. I believe, yeah, I can just cut on this corner. So there's a corner that has a bit of a rip in it, or that, I can't think of the word right now. It's late. Serrated edge. Manifesting number 1. I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, somebody got number 2 today, or not today, a couple days ago, and posted it on Reddit. That would be too much luck in the universe all at once. But I appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Whoa. And it's so heavy. Ooh. Pretty already. Meant to be read and enjoyed. Please be aware that things like sweat, lotion, blah, blah, blah. So it's got any damage or manufacturing or shipping must be reported within 2 weeks of delivery. So it's got the typical kind of warning on it that are on all of them. It's like a box within a box within another box. When it arrives, smash it with a hammer. Okay, so we're already getting some good continuity between Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. Except this one has the Cosmere symbol in red. Look at that. That is so cool. All right. So we are going to actually, because I like to take my time, we're going to open up volume 2 of book 2. It is a good rip. Perforated. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to find. Appreciate you, Riggs. It is super beautiful already. Very pleased. It matches the same quality so far as Way of Kings. I'm kind of secretly hoping for like a weird misprint. Just so that you guys can enjoy that with me. All right. Somebody got they got the thing that said volume 1, but inside was the print of volume 2. So here is the cover. My light is a little bit bright, but it is a deep, deep blue, much like the Way of Kings. The Knights Radiant must stand again. And there it is again on the side. I really love getting two-tone foiling on these. The only other ones that do that are Way of Kings and Warbreaker. Warbreaker with the purple and gold. All the rest of them are one color of foiling. Probably costs a lot more. But visually, oh man, it's worth it. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Hear that crack. Creak. I'm going to go through and also show you some of the art real quick that are like in the end pages. So if there's anything you don't want to see, just look away, I guess. Yeah, I love the fresh book cracks. So here's that cover art of the same one that's on the Epic bookmark. You've got Wit in the background, or on the back cover art. Oh, that's beautiful. So colorful. What I love about these is they're always so colorful. And it's so nice. We've got the Bridge 4 poster. We've got Shallan talking to Wit. And then Shallan portrait. Beautiful. We've got Taravangian figuring out the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody tell me the name. And then when Kaladin and Shallan were trapped in the chasm. Kaladin. Diagram. Thank you. What? I wanted to say it started with a C for some reason. And then here we've got Adolin killing Sadeas. And then here we've got Shalash has scratched out the face, well, the eyes at this point, of a piece of art of her. I don't think there are any... Oh no, there are. There's more. Shallan, when she sees Wit again at the Shattered Plains. It's kind of sweet. He was totally caught off guard. Everybody was caught off guard. They're like, wait a second, why are you hugging this guy? Like, stop it. Okay, yep. No, that was one of the in-art illustrations. And then this one is... So one thing I love about when they do these is they also add a touch of color to the in-book illustrations. You must have the Era 1, first printing of, or first edition of Warbreaker, because they didn't do that for the second edition, which is what I have. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Shallan and Kaladin down in the chasm. Again. Again, more of the art from the first time of the book came out, but with the single color in it. Ooh, this is cool. Look at this. Kaladin. Nice. And then here we have the clash of Szeth and Kaladin. Clashing Storms probably is what it's called. I got a numbered one when they randomly found a box of them and put them up for sale. I really wish I had known about some of these things. Oh, this is cool. So then also in the Ars Arcanum, and I know they do this in the chapters as well, but the important bits, or like the titles and headers and things, are also red. Okay, so that's volume 2. You guys ready for the number? Fingers crossed for 86 again. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll. Okay. Okay. Open it up. Open it up a little bit. Let's get to that number. Could you imagine if it was number 1? Oh my gosh. If it's 85, you should trade me. Only, okay. 3150. So, not a terribly low number. It's about middle of the pack. Now the hunt begins to see if I can't find an 86. All right, let's go through these illustrations real quick. So we got Kaladin. Yeah, well. Shallan. It is an appealing number. At least it ends with like a 0, and like 50 itself is a good number. Promise if I get 86, I'll trade you. Oh, thanks, RC. I appreciate that. Shallan, this is kind of a fun art style. And then we've got that kind of, you can't see it from there, but the Knights Radiant poster, so you've got that kind of stained glass effect on this one. And then, of course, the map. And then these are, okay, so you've got Singers and Venley, I believe. But then this is the Bulgarian cover. That's Shalon. And then you've got the UK cover. Okay, let's see what art we can find in this one. Ah, yes, this one. Shalon and the Santhid. I love this piece of art. I love the flow and the color. It's just so good. Oh, hey Ken. I'm wondering if I should stick around for the chat and turn off the screen for spoilers. Mine is on the way. I mean, yeah, I'd love for you to at least hang around and talk in the chat, but you don't have to look at any of the images. I mean, none of it's exactly spoilers, but I get what you mean. You want to enjoy it yourself first. I did much the same thing. Shalon, the same one for the cover of Bye Riggs, thanks for coming. This is the Shalon, that's the same one on the Epic Bookmark. And then Boots. I am offend. Give Boots now. And then I believe this is the last one. This is Kaladin in the chasm, kind of practicing. Yeah, not the boots. So 3150, not terrible, not great. It is what it is. I mean, it's completely random. I'm just really happy to have even managed to get a signed one. I was actually backer number 8 in the project. That was a nightmare. I tried to warn BackerKit multiple times. Yes, 5,000. There were 5,000 signed. Somebody on Reddit actually posted up their number, and they got number 2. Lucky duck. So happy for you, kind of thing, right? But good stuff. We've had some really interesting numbers. Somebody got 1122, which I was like, dang, that's a fun number. But again, 3150 is a pretty good, like, it is a pleasing number. Like it's a 50 and it's got this, I don't know. It's just a nice number. It's not like a series of like random numbers. Somebody also posted up that they got 666, which I thought was quite hilarious. But let's see if this fits where we currently have our Way of Kings Prime. I kind of don't think it will. So I have my Way of Kings Prime in one of my book display cases because it is a thick, heavy book and it needed a book shoe. So I made a case for it. Let's see here. Oh, nope. Well, our leather bounds are now going to extend more than one section. What if I take out, because I'm going to want to actually keep, what if we move Elantris? Just to the other side. So that it's still with the leather bounds, but it's giving me room for more stuff. So that everything can still kind of stay in the order that I want it to stay in. Because we're also going to get Bands of Mourning soon. So that'll need to go here. Right here in between Shadows of Self and Way of Kings. So that could work. And then hopefully Shadows of Self will fit. Fingers crossed. All the good things. And Way of Kings Prime will go here for now, perhaps. Okay, I'm just gonna have to figure this out later, guys. because really I actually need that space for Secret Project 5 and then Stormlight 5. Yeah, I'm going to have to rearrange some stuff. We'll put Way of Kings here for now. But they look fantastic next to each other. They are the same color. They are a deep blue with a beautiful foiling. The blue with the red looks so nice. Very happy with how that looks. Yes, 3150 is definitely aesthetic. Hi, Seth. RC was backer number 276. Thomas says, ooh. Ken says, my current leatherbound shelf is almost full, just enough space left for these two, right? Then again, I'm also missing Mistborn Era 2, so, RC, again, you do not want to see what my shelf situation is now. Ken, Tolkien, and Sanderson fighting for shelf space on mine. Yep. Seth, that's an excuse for new shelves. I don't actually need new shelves. I just need to start going lower because, like, you can see down here, whole section, and to the left of that, I'm not putting anything because it's behind my filing cabinet and printer, so it'd be weird to have a whole bunch of stuff behind it. Whoa, okay. We've already been at this an hour. I need a drink of water. Oh, that's better. But then it's It's a good thing my husband also likes Sanderson. I'm probably going to need to move the stuffies somewhere else. That's unfortunate because I love them, but they may need to get moved. RC, I would get roasted so bad if I posted my book storage situation right now. Hey, we're all on a journey. I mean, 2 or 3 years ago, we were a single bookshelf because it's all we could afford. And now, we've worked our way up to affording multiple things. We have space on the shelves. I just need to rearrange better now that I have stuff to rearrange with. Shelf above the computer for stuffies. No, that wouldn't work. Because let's see if I can show you guys what it looks like. I don't think I can. Let me try something real quick. You're gonna spin, guys, sorry. Okay, there we go. This is what it looks like above my computer. So no shelves above the computer. But you can see down there, I have extra space. We currently have the Yumi bowl in there taking up her space. So we need to make the Yumi bowl her own stand, have her displayed downstairs. I have some extra space up there between the randoms, which those can actually go down too. And then the stuffies are just kind of there. All right, let's see. Sorry for making you guys spin. Mostly sorry. But this is the best I can do. So if I actually wrap it around this way, and then, no, okay, I need to wrap it the other way. If you guys get dizzy, I so apologize. Okay. And then I should be able to just tighten this. I know that was like the super jankiest way to do that, but mostly worked. Hooray. Anyway, does the fridge count as a bookshelf? How about a bar stool next to it? No, the fridge is downstairs. I'm just sad my pattern bookends, thank you, have no room on the actual shelves anymore. Is it a good thing since I have more Sanderson, or bad that I have less space for cool display items? Whatever makes you happy, Ken. And honestly, like, sometimes I feel like I have too much stuff, which is funny because I actually don't have a lot of stuff compared to some people I know. Like, I feel like we do a pretty good job of having the things that we really like. So, like, I got myself the, it's over there. It's next to Elantris. I got myself the hardcover version of Bookshops and Bone Dust because I love the book. And so I wanted to support the author a little bit more. And then, you know, we do like digital video games and digital movies. It's really just books that we do in physical when it's something we really love. Seth, we RC. No, I'm talking about my own situation. No, I know, but we're all on a journey, and one day your shelf situation will be what you want it to be. Thomas, after doing the coin display for Dragonsteel, if you could have any Dragonsteel license for any project, what project would you do? I would do another coin display, like, gosh, I can't reach over there, but that one, that's up there for the void chart display because it would be so cool. But also, I would love to be contracted to do the ornaments for Lightweaver Foundation. They hired on a handmade ornament for Skyward Year? Pretty sure it was Skyward Year. But they did handmade glass ornaments, and I would love to be able to do wooden ornaments. Last year they did the Secret Project screen printed wood ornaments, and yeah. I'd love to do ornaments for them or a coin display for them. That would be my favorite. Seth, putting kiddos in bed now. Good night, Carly. Thanks for showing off the book. Night, Seth. Okay, so we are going to get into the so here's a reverse question for you, Thomas. If I could have any license from Dragonsteel, what would you guys want me to make? Oh yeah. Okay, so what's interesting about this is all of the packaging has been superb. Except for this box for the Radiant displays or Radiant packs. It's very thin. I don't know. Okay. I guess we'll go through these one at a time. So I had this thought because I am not like a charms person. I don't like to do charms. I am probably going to turn my charms into pins or magnets. Yeah. So we're going into the Windrunner pack. Symbol of the Windrunners. Let's see here. Ken, I need another coin display. I'd love for them to give those to you for each round as they come out because I imagine there will be similar set for each Leatherbound release. And that's actually a good question. Are there going to be more coins with like Oathbringer? What else can they coin? I was thinking that they could do like void binding coins, but then what would that look like? Because we still don't know much about it, even in book 5. So I don't know. I still want to do spheres. Someday I'll make myself some. I submitted, according to Dragonsteel, one of the best sphere proposals that they had ever seen. So trust me, I get it. But I imagine they're holding on to doing spheres themselves as a way of negotiating. Oh yeah, sorry, I forget who I tell. I think they're holding on to it as kind of merchandise rights. Brandon kind of just saying he doesn't think the technology is there, is what it is. I mean, Dragonsteel's kind of at the whims of Brandon, really. Okay, let's see here. So charms, these are, what? How are these? Oh, they've got like a foam. So I was kind of struggling to get off because the backs of the charms have these foam, there you go, sticky kind of foam things that are keeping them in place. Except I can't get it off of the charm. There we go. Mostly. Okay, so if you intend to use these charms for something, you're going to need some Goo Gone. Because these little foam stickers are leaving some residue. Okay. So I wonder if maybe a display for these could be just as they are. Maybe something that they can sit into. Yeah. Oof. See. Like. Okay, so that one came off a bit easier. Oh, that's kind of cute. So the back of the gemstone one has the Dragonsteel symbol on it. But I am wondering if maybe the best way to make some kind of display for these would be as this, so that people can put the whole package into it. I am personally going to turn these into magnets or pins, but not a bad idea. So here is the charm set for the Windrunners with these, seems kind of like the simplified Windrunner symbol, and then it's got their pole stone and then just Windrunner. On one hand, I get their need to hold onto IP rights and such, but I just really love the engagement fan-made indie work brings to the community. It's how we became introduced, after all. That's very true. We would probably not have met as soon as we did, or probably even not at all, without that. Which then, interestingly enough, would have meant that I would not probably have met Abby to do the Collectors Guild stuff. So, I mean, it all kind of came together. Thomas, they seem to be doing coins every release. Coin displays would be amazing. I don't know that I would have enough shelf space for 10 displays. When moving in front of the camera, the gem looked like a low poly blur filter. A little bit, yeah. That's actually a really good point. It's like, oh no, it's... I mean, it's obviously like a hot fixed faux gem. I'm not even sure that it's like a faux crystal. It just kind of seems plastic. But I mean, they are trying to, keep their costs down. Okay, so that's those. And each pack also comes with stickers. These are very thick. So here is the Windrunner stickers. You've got Syl. You've got the fancy version of the Windrunner glyph. You've got Stormlight up top, Windrunner at the bottom. Yes, for coins, Void, Spren, and Unmade could be an option. And that's what I thought maybe they would do for Words of Radiance. But the Spren coins actually made a lot of sense. Because, again, we still don't know a whole lot about Void binding. Okay, so I'm going to try and peel to get an idea. Okay, yeah, these are very thick vinyl stickers. You can see there's actually like a little bit of a texture to the back of them. So now my question is if they stick to my sticker album pages, because if they don't, that's unfortunate, but it makes them less of a sticker and more of like vinyl. I mean, they did call it a vinyl, but let's go ahead and see. Okay, holding pretty good so far. And then we can peel it off. It's got a little bit of resistance, so that's a good sign. So these do work with my sticker collecting albums. Alternatively, if you do not wish to take them off individually, to maybe put all of the names or all of the spren onto their own pages, let's see how well it fits into just the sleeves themselves. So I'm going to try and kind of see. Okay, so it kind of sticks out a little bit up at the top. So I bet if I did, like if I cut across this bottom to get rid of some of the like information, or maybe even across the top because it just says, you know, Windrunner sticker pack. It's like, I know what this is. So if I get rid of the top instead of the bottom, which has artist information, I think that could work. I'm worried about cutting this. I'm probably going to keep the stickers because I do like stickers. I'm going to keep the stickers. I don't like cutting things. Well, not with that attitude, you won't. Oh, because earlier Thomas was saying that he wouldn't have enough shelf space for 10 displays. You're funny, Ken. I'm not going to cut this right now. It's too late to be making decisions like that. Okay. And then we've got the number 1 character pin for Series 2 pins is Honor Spren, aka Syl. She's so cute. I do know that these character pins, the card backs are exactly the same size as Series 1, so they do fit into the 2" by 3" slot pin display, unlike the Dragonsteel Prime pin, which you can see is taller, but is the same width. I wonder what could be trimmed, if anything could be. So you wouldn't be able to trim, unfortunately, so it looks like you wouldn't be able to trim from top of the symbol of Dragonsteel. It would only go as far down as dragonsteel.com. I really like to be able to keep artist info with anything. So this is probably a 3.5" pin card. We'll have to see. RC, the decision paralysis was so real right there. I feel it in my soul. Yes. I am probably going to just trim the tops, but I do also have like a paper trimmer that can make a nice even cut. But I might also do a page. I might actually take these off of their pages and then do a page that has all of the spren and then maybe there's some. So I might actually make my own pages of the smaller symbols, the spren, and the title, and then have the extra symbol and the large symbol to do something else with. How difficult would it be to make a double-sided coin display? Idea being you could flip a display over and see the other side of the coins. Physical realm on one side, cognitive on the other. So not impossible. I've done it before. I made a double-sided coin display for someone's collection of $50 coins and military service coins and pins. The pins were a pin display, sorry. So it was kind of like I put 2 sheets of acrylic together so the coins could sit into that, And then that slid down into a display that already had acrylic on it to keep everything in place. I'm not terribly happy with using that again. It worked, but I'm not happy with it. There are definitely things that I should have done differently with his as well. I'm not saying it's going to fall to pieces, but I do hope it's holding up well. I have other ideas of how it can work. Again, not impossible. The only problem is that then the hanging holes that I apply to all of my displays, you will see it on the border because it needs to be on both sides. The other thing too is I cannot then provide like leg stands, which for some reason a lot of people really wanted the leg stands to continue to be a thing. Those just became even more complicated the more displays that I ended up making. So I've kind of done away with them altogether. But that would make it 100% not an option then, if we were to do a double-sided display, because then you would have these ugly slots on the borders for the leg stands. So not impossible, and actually not even that difficult. I would just need to figure out the best way of doing it. Of course, as you're asking, I already have some ideas of what is the best way of doing that. It would generally fit with the aesthetic of Dragon Woodshop, so I will look into it more. Okay, let's get through Windrunner, and then we'll kind of speed run the other packs. It is awfully late. My bedtime is in like 13 minutes, so we have the Honor Spren coin, which we have the Windrunner with the updated symbol. It says Windrunner at the top, Honor Spren on the bottom, and the back is this really cool 3D representation of an Honor Spren. And they're all like this. Just really cool seeing this 3D art kind of bring it to life. I'll do kind of I'll post up side-by-side comparisons of each coin onto my Instagram, Dragon Woodshop. So give me a follow there if you want to kind of see my side-by-side comparisons. It's just going to be photos. Like I can already see a difference between the two of them. They did do soft enamel fill again for the coins. I don't know why. I really need everywhere to start doing hard enamel fill, especially with coins. I think it just looks better. But yeah, that's the coin. I will unfurl the Windrunner banner. Crunchy, thanks for the reminder. It's my bedtime. Love the stream. Have a good night. Thanks for being here, Crunchy. It was great to have you. I will unfurl the Windrunner banner. We'll see how I feel about unfurling the rest of them. So all I know is that these are huge. And where I'm at right now, they are huge. So it's very, very tall. For context, it goes from the top shelf of my bookshelf all the way down to the bottom shelf of the bookshelf. These are very big banners. They're kind of like flags from like a college, it feels like. So they've got that little split between the tops of it, but it is the sword version of each of the glyphs, which is kind of fun. They're a fairly decent material. They're not like thick, but they're a solid linen material. The edges are all finished and sewn up. Like the point is nice. The symbol is like a heat transfer vinyl, but not one that seems like it's about to fall off. And then at the top, oh, I've just been off camera the whole time. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you heard all of that. And then the top has a loop, so you can put kind of a rod through. Okay, thanks, RC. I need to be paying better attention to where I am in the room. But yeah, like it's all nicely finished. The sewing is well done. I mean, I'm not like upset at the quality. It's just there's 10 of these. Not sure what we're gonna do with them or where they're gonna go. But to hang them up, they definitely need to have a rod system so that they can, hang out. And then some kind of string or chain to hang from. Oh, okay. So that was the Windrunners pack. I'm not going to open up all of the banners just because, like I said, it's late. But I will show you so that you can make sure you can see the colors of what each one is. Just because from what I can see, they look pretty cool already. They're going to have like different colors to contrast and stuff. Yeah, what am I going to do with 10 of these? Either they look huge. Hi, Lauren. I am debating on turning these into some kind of blanket. So kind of putting them point this direction and a point this direction so that they kind of edge to edge. I don't know if my mother-in-law, so Jason's mom, could do that. I mean, she probably could. She's really good at doing that kind of stuff. Or something. Because even the glyph on all of these is huge. So you can't like just cut it down or something to glyph size. Ken says you can make them the end of the tassels of a Rosharan Mistborn cloak. Except they're almost as tall as me. So if there's 10 of them, and it takes maybe like 3 to wrap around me, that's a lot of Mistborn cloaks, Ken. Okay. Let's set these aside. We've got sticker, charm, coin, banner. Okay. You just have to grow 6 more feet and you'll get there. Yeah, just grow some more. I did. I grew 1/4 of an inch. I am now 5'6" and 1/4 of an inch. I grew a little bit. And I lost some weight. So, that's also good. All right, Will Shaper. I'll take them out of the pack so you can at least see them. That's the spirit. So you can at least see them without like the reflective plastics. Will Shaper. So this is Venli's Radiant Order. This one got a little bent. Will Shaper stickers with the fancy version, kind of like the calligraphy version of the symbol. Guys, this is so much stuff. I am annoyed that the only way to get a numbered book was to buy a bunch of stuff. Because honestly, I just wanted the coins and the pins. I didn't want the charms. I didn't want the banners. But that's what you had to do. It is so much stuff. Oh, goodness. I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do with half of these things, especially the charms. Right? So I think I'm just going to turn mine into magnets and then kind of let the kids have fun putting them all over the fridge or something. Or I'm just going to try and sell them off for like $100 or something like that. I don't know. I don't want the charms. They're also really long. I may keep one of the sets or two, but I'm not keeping all 10 of them. Yeah, I hate that I had to buy it all for Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. It's just so much. Ken says the banners I can hang in my basement stairwell, though. I did bring that up. I said to Jason that we could probably hang them up in our stairwell. That's over there. Still trying to figure out the backwards thing. It's on the other side of this wall. And then Jason had a funny idea of hanging up like kind of cropping our faces onto like Radiant posters and hanging them up as if they're family photos. I love him. Will Shaper coin. It is purple. I promise you, it's purple. You just can't see it in the light. With a Reacher Comet. Charms. Coin. I don't really need to keep these. I'll just throw these away too. The Reacher pin, which is actually number 8, because if you go on the direction they go, if you start with Honor Sprint, it really should have been Skybreakers next, but that's okay. So there she is a pin. Super cute. Number 8. That is the bluest purple I've ever seen. It is 100% my screen. I am sorry. It is not the coin. I promise you the coin is very purple. Purple is really hard to capture on camera. It always has been and kind of always will be, because in a way purple doesn't actually exist, even though it does. The banner it's a purple. I promise you, it's a very lovely kind of plum royal purple. And then you've got yellow. Even opening this up, I'm like, ugh, I feel like a hoarder. Yeah, it's because the color purple doesn't exist. Thanks, physics. Exactly. Thank you. Okay, this is Truth Watchers. Start with the pin, because he's got sparklies. Gotta love the purple that looks like IKEA wood. I know, I'm sorry. Here, what if I held it up next to you? Would it kind of even itself out? No, probably not. I think it's just the light, the way I have my light turned on. Let me see if I turn on. No, you still can't see it. It's hard to get on camera. Okay. This is the Mist Spren. Like, she's sparkly. Her hair sparkles. That's cute. Put that there. I don't need that either. I'm allowing myself to throw packaging items away that aren't needed. Things that I know I'm going to be keeping items of. Like the coins. Truth Watcher. So, I mean, they're all the same. They've got a glyph, they've got a pole stone, they've got a bar that says the name. It's a very pretty green, though. They picked a good green. This is the Truth Watcher. And again, it's not this blue of a green. I'm sorry. It's very nice green. It's more towards like forest. And then on the back side, you've got reflecting light. which we saw the from the playing cards, what those kind of looked like. Very pretty. Sticker sheet, again, kind of bent. Feel like we could have done a different shape for these sticker sheets. I really wish they would have done the 5.5 by 8.5 again for the sticker sheets like they did for Way of Kings. But there you go. Truth Watcher stickers. The coins really are beautiful. And they're quite a lot more impressive. Quite a bit more impressive in person. Their banner is a deep black with the same kind of forest green. Like, I will say all of the colors have turned out really nice, which is interesting because their colors on their official hex chart are not very pretty. They're very dull. All right, we'll go pin, coin, charm, stickers, banner. How's that sound? Ink Spren, sorry, number 7. It's basically tiny ivory. Looks pretty good. They did a good job with all of these dark colors. Colors are very hard to do for pins. I know this from experience. I've designed a lot of them now. But they did a really great job of having a black, dark gray, medium gray, and a light gray and a white. Looks good. The else color coin. Very nice teal for the enamel. Else color ink spread. It's got a dark blue around the ring and kind of a slightly tealish blue. Oh. He's kind of purplish. Again, you're not going to be able to see it very well. But he's kind of purplish, almost as if he's got that kind of oil layer like they talk about in the books. That's really cool. Why didn't they do a rainbow for the Mistbren? Why is the Mistbren so boring then? Feeling a little confused here. Charms. Again, with the symbol, pole stone, and the name. So it's funny because we're all like, this is so much stuff. And a lot of people have already been trying to sell off their extra swag that they don't want. Basically just selling off the entire pack because really all they wanted was the books. And they've been selling them for like $250. $200, $150. Stickers. And their banner is a little bit different from the others. It has the color. So the other ones have been dark with the lighter symbol. This one is a lighter color with a darker symbol. Again, man, I wish you guys could see how nice these colors are. But can't show you how nice the colors are through camera. Okay, we're halfway there, kids. We're on to Light Weavers. This is my one half of my 2 orders. My dog keeps running up and down the stairs. So again, the same kind of black, dark gray, medium gray, light gray, and white. You got a cryptic. That's actually pretty cool. They did a good job of kind of putting the aspect of the cryptic head into pin. I saw the Facebook post. I can't imagine getting rid of mine, but yeah, I hope Sando doesn't cordon off numbered editions behind a bunch of swag going forward. That's actually exactly what he's doing. All numbered and signed editions Except for, I'm pretty sure Bands of Mourning book will not be this way. But all of the other ones are going to be. The Cytonic book was, Words of Radiance Leatherbound was, the signed and numbered Stormlight 5 is. Yep. Lightweaver, Cryptic, dropping things. Coin and Cryptic Head. It's actually pretty dang cool. Show it to you again for another second. It's pretty nice. I miss the golden era where all new releases came pre-signed and you could even get personalized messages. Yeah, but now he's got lots more fans. I mean, I am not poo-pooing their growth. I think that's awesome. I love that they're able to do all these things. I do have my gripes with some of the decisions that have been made. Lightweaver set that is actually really nice, deep red gemstone. Yes, I'm glad he's getting traction, but there's been changes that are unfortunate for other reasons. Stickers. Again, with the calligraphy symbol. And then the Lightweaver banner. A little bit different than I thought it would be. So they did red with silver. I'll post up pictures of these as well on my Instagram, Dragon Woodshop. To go with the coin posts, I'll probably post up like all the individual items into like their own posts or something. So you'll have, for all the individual orders, so you'll have like a Windrunner post that's like all of the things, etc. Right, pin is Windle, Cultivation Spren, number 4 for Edge Dancers. He's pretty cute. And then guys, it's really late. Oh dear. I'm really tired because we also went up to Pennsylvania for vacation. So if I'm noticing this right, basically what they're doing is they've taken the colors from the last coins and then they've inverted them so that the outer ring color is the inner ring color and vice versa. No, I'm not doing a 24-hour live stream. I don't have time for that. Edge Dancer. It's like a pale blue in the center. It looks brighter than it actually is in person. Cultivation Spren. That's the 3rd silver coin. So we have 3 gold coins and 3 silver coins so far. Yep. Edge Dancer. I consider Edge Dancer kind of my second Radiant order. I feel like it fits me. They always score highly on my tests as well. Can I post the pics on Discord too? Yeah, I mean, I'll share the link into Discord. Unless you like just don't have Instagram at all or something like that. Edge Dancer stickers. Yeah, Edge Dancer, RC's and Edge Dancer. Edge Dancer scored 2nd highest for me as well for Higgs. I think that a lot of people in this day and age could probably find themselves in the Edge Dancer realm at least a little bit. I feel like we all try our best to try and remember others. Theirs is a bright blue. with light blue, sorry, with white. Or see, I don't use social media in general. I will do my best then. I will I can probably post into the Discord, or at least as like a Google Photos link. That should work. Ooh. This one's cool. Okay, so we're into Skybreakers. Yeah, Radiant Quiz. Do you exhibit even a small modicum of empathy? Edge Dancer. So this is the High Spren. And he's very purple sparkly, which you can't see. But you can see that he sparkles. But he's actually a really deep royal purple of a sparkle with some blue in it. So it's like a two-tone sparkle in there. That's really cool. Mine will be here Saturday, so I don't really need you to worry about me. Haha. No, but it's a fair question. I'm excited yours is coming so soon. But it is a fair question. Skybreaker, just black. Is last year's also just black? Huh. I guess I've never noticed. Skybreaker, High Spren, and the High Spren symbol. Ken saying, alright, I must bow out, friend. Looking forward to meeting you finally at Dragonsteel Nexus. Yes, it'll be awesome to finally meet you in person. Have a good night. Can basically see the scratches on the plastic on this one. Skybreaker, though, it's actually a black stone. It looks shinier in the camera. All right. Got 3 more after this. This is so much stuff, guys. He's got his purple hair. And then their banner is black with silver. Yeah, I'm going to have to see if my mother-in-law can do something with these banners, because I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily want them hanging around my house. You know? Alright, we're into the Dustbringers, also known as the Releasers, who have Ash Spren as their bond. And now onto the Ash Spren coin. This one is red and black, which is, yeah, the inverse of last year's, which was black with red. Very nice. It looks exactly like as if they had done those 2 electric things on one end and then poof. Or as if there's a burn throughout the whole thing. And it looks, the coin looks like it's wood. So the Ash Spren has burned the wood. You can see the wood texture on the coin. So we now have 4 gold coins and 4 silver coins. This is the charm set. They have a darker red than the light weavers, I think. Might actually be the same gemstone, but by putting a black metal for theirs, it looks darker. Stickers. Really like how it looks in the calligraphy form. It looks nice. And their banner is, of course, black with red. There you go. It's really nice. Black and red is such a great combination. Stoneward. Ooh, theirs is a bit different. I think theirs is, yeah, similarly different last year as well. So this is the Stoneward and their Peak Spren. Super cute. I love how she looks. Very adorable. All right, who's been keeping track? What's the last one after this? Okay, so theirs is a copper metal, much like last year's. And so they actually don't have an enamel fill on the border. It is just die cast. And then the center is kind of that rusty red. But Stoneward, Peak Spren. And then on the back, Peak Spren. So copper coin. I've not been keeping track, so Bondsmith is my guess. Yes, Bondsmith is the last one. Oh, whoops. I got excited there. Charm set. These charms are also copper based. But they did the orange for the enamel. It doesn't look very good. Should have done more of the red. Stickers. But I guess they probably wanted the orange to match the orange on the stickers. But they should have done the red on the copper, probably. Or maybe even just a different color. Because it really blends in. Theirs is the red and orange. Okay. And last, but obviously not least, Bondsmiths. Grumpy Stormfather. I love him. He's adorable. At least in pin form. And the coin, which is once again a reverse in the colors of last year's coin. With the lighter beige with kind of a sort of trying to be gold, but because it's a gold coin, you don't want to have a gold fill. Thank you, Thomas. And you've got Stormfather on the back. So that ended us with 5 gold coins, 4 silver coins, and 1 copper coin. Not counting the design coin. And then here are their charms, which have the lighter enamel fill, which actually works okay with the gold. And then their pole stone. Their stickers. Looks really nice. I really like this calligraphy version. I know I've said this like 10 times now, but 10 times. I really like the calligraphy versions of the symbols. I think that's a lot of fun. At first, I didn't understand it when I was looking at their mock-ups, because I was like, we have so many different versions of the symbols now. But the calligraphy is a lot of fun. And then theirs is like an off-white banner with an orange. I feel like this would have been a lot of fun if they'd kind of gone off the beaten path on this and just done like a foiled gold. Because why not? Banners. That's so much. Okay, so banners. And charms. Like, I don't know, guys. This is a lot of stuff. I understand that they need to make profits so that they can keep their employees, employed. I would be so much happier paying for less stuff at a higher price than paying for more stuff at lower prices. And then the character pins, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It does feel wasteful. It feels quantity over quality. And I know they're trying to hit as many markets as possible. I 100% get it. I understand the business side of it. But it is just a lot of stuff. I really think this would have just felt better had it been you get coins and pins. Because, I mean, the pins are very, very popular amongst lots of different kinds of fans. And the coins, I think, are just very unique. So that would have been a lot of fun to continue with. And the stickers are great pack-ins. So most people are just going to assume stickers are going to be part of it. But the banners are huge. The charms, when are these kind of really going to be used? The playing cards, we have a lot of decks now. I mean, I really like a good deck of playing cards, but I've got a lot of decks, and I'm not the only one. And the coasters are super cute. I love the puns, but again, when and why? Like, they're really just art for people to hang up. Nobody's actually going to use these because these are made of paper. I made a series of coaster displays for a company that hands out stone coasters to their employees every time they release something. And the coaster has a city that has the same name as the thing they released. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, I even pitched an idea to Dragonsteel to do this. Stone coasters from Dragonsteel. Thomas saying, if you ever wanted your booth to seem like a carnival, could ring it with the banners. I actually thought about hanging up the banners on the back of my booth, but they are still the IP symbols of Dragonsteel, so I don't think I would be allowed. Lauren saying, it is so many pins now. I liked collecting the swag because it was special, but now it's just so much. I completely understand. I am a pin collector, and I'm looking at my stuff, and even I'm like, it's too much. I adore the designs of this brand, don't get me wrong. I think the chibi things are super cute. Merlin himself especially works really well as a pin, but it's a lot. Like, I would kind of rather just a sticker pack of like 3-inch stickers of each of the pin designs. I don't know. It's a lot, guys. Here's sticker packs. We're gonna go back in here too. And then the coins. The coins are so much fun. They're so shiny and pinky. But again, they are also a lot. I know I am not the only one who is feeling fatigue in Sanderson stuff. Stone coaster from Roshar, metal from Scadrial. Yeah, like, that would be a lot of fun. This is super fun. I love that they did this because it works for a cryptic head. I think it's a great way of kind of putting that together. I don't know. It's a lot. I like that all of it exists. I just wish I could have selected a few of the types of item instead of being forced to get everything. Yes. So I tried going in and be like, okay, maybe I don't care about getting a numbered version. Except I kind of told myself that the numbered versions I would collect would be the Stormlight ones. But had I gotten just the signed, even if I had added on just the things I wanted, so the pin pack and the coin pack, it cost more somehow. There might have been something else I needed to add on, but it cost more than getting all of the things with the signed and numbered pack. So I just confused. It all mostly just sits in a binder or a box. What am I going to do with 30 charms or 10 human-sized banners? I mean, you can also just sell them off. Sell them off at $10 a pop. Sell them for $100. Sell the charms for $100. Sell the banners for $100. At least recoup some of your cost. If I can't make a blanket out of the banners, I'm probably going to sell them off, or maybe even give them away. The pins, I am kind of even coming up on. I may be selling off my pins, except for Merlin, because I adore him. But I am feeling the fatigue. I am feeling the Sanderson collector fatigue. And that kind of makes me sad. And I'll probably keep this one too, because I think it's cool. The Dragonsteel Prime pin. The card decks, I think this is a step in the right direction for card decks for them. But we have so many of them. This was a lot of fun to see a more colorful interpretation of the Spren. But again, I just feel like it could have been done a different way instead of a pack of cards. I don't know. Maybe I'm also really tired. Scratch that. I am really tired. So that's also leading to a lot of this. But the fatigue is not there just at the end of the day. The fatigue is there all day. Now, when it came to things like the Yumi Bowl and the Tress Cup, which were higher priced items, but super cool, I purchased those. Because I wanted to vote with my wallet of these are the things I really liked. And I probably should have just voted with my wallet in terms of the hard part. Okay, that's a bit of a lie. Because the hard part is, as a business who creates displays for collectibles, I also need to kind of keep up with making sure all collectibles fit. And making sure that I can make things that fit and take photos of things that fit. Pin, coins, cards, books, etc. Need to measure those books now. So that is important. But there's not the excitement anymore. And I'm sorry to kind of bring down this live stream, but I appreciate you guys kind of talking with me about this. I mean, I understand. I understand why Dragonsteel is doing what they do. That doesn't mean I'm going to be completely happy about it, and that's also okay. They're doing what is probably the best course for their business, having lots of different options of lots of different things for lots of different people to buy. So, good. But I also need them to continue to do things that are more like the Yumi Bowl and the Tress Cup. That are, these higher end kind of really commemorative items of what are in the books. I would love a series of coasters, stone or marble coasters that are themed towards the Rosharan wines. I would love just to see that kind of stuff, right? Lauren, it's been a it's been a few very expensive years. And that's the other thing too, is we're going from collectors and Brandon supporters who bought everything and showed up every time to every event and all of that. And unfortunately, Brandon just can't do that anymore. He is running a business. And he's got lots more fans. And he has to do what is best for his employees, which means manufacturers, slightly lower end quality things, less time with the fans. But it's also important for him to spend time with his family. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong, but I do feel like the business side, Dragonsteel itself, could do more things right. Brandon is a writer, and I think Dragonsteel needs to take a bit of a Linus Tech Tips approach and hire on somebody who's actually a business manager and a CEO and actually understands these kinds of things. And let Brandon write. Let Brandon have his time with his family. Let Brandon go to the conventions that he wants to, but have somebody else who understands audience, without it just constantly being yes men stuff. Financial Fatigue, Conyer Sanderson, 10th Anniversary Kickstarter, Mistborn Books, Light Day, Nexus, love the swag, but we go from one exciting thing to another exciting thing. We are very hyped up, but can only stay hyped so much. Yes. And as Sander fans become less hyped, new fans become less hyped. And it's, a little bit of a shame. We want to be able to support him monetarily, as well as just, social media wise, I suppose, of just sharing his stuff everywhere. But man, is it just a lot of stuff? And that's kind of what it feels like, is that it is just stuff and things. And I love that Brandon is still continuing to write and still continuing to do his best in that area. So thank you. But I think it is time to let somebody who actually understands business CEOing kind of take over Dragonsteel. Somebody that's not a family friend or an old friend from college or friend of a family member. I don't know. I think it's time. I think it's time for them to take that next step of truly businessizing everything. Anyway, that's enough for me. It is late. It is half an hour, well, more like an hour past my bedtime. Thank you for everybody who stopped in to say hi. No matter how briefly you were here, I really appreciated that you were here. I'm glad we're able to take kind of a closer look at everything that is included in the signed and numbered tier, the Words of Radiance Leatherbound BackerKit campaign. This is also should be what you get in the signed tier for everything. So, good night. Appreciate you all. Thank you as well. Have a good one.